it is 6:15 Sydney time, right? And
Correct.
I'll cook some dinner. But I thought I'll just give you a little introduction because I'm going to pretend like you're a cooking class of about 15 people. How about that? Oh, I can't hear you now, Merv. You are muted. Okay.
Michael, it might be good to put your mute on as well because that'll help us hear Maria better, I think.
Oh, do you?
Okay.
Okay.
Because we'll have background noise with clanging pots and pans and that sort of stuff. All right.
And also, so I was going to say, if anyone has something to say or a question and their hands are wet, just put up your hand and I'll unmute you and then you can ask without having to dry your hands and all of that business. All righty, let's do it. So my name is Maria-Carin from Gala's Organic Kitchen, and I have a passion for healthy and delicious food. Now, I've been self-employed as a personal chef since 2006. I've been doing retreat caterings, I've been doing cooking demos, and I had a market stall in Sydney selling healthy cakes some years ago. And I recently finished my cookbook, which is my life's work, all in one book. So I've been busy my whole life with figuring out how to live healthier, or in a way that brings the best out in me, and I have a passion for sharing that with other people. So I hope today you can get a little spark of that from me. I did a certificate in advanced nutritional science, food as medicine course in Sydney as well. I did a yoga teacher training and qigong, and so basically everything incorporating holistic services. But I found what truly nourishes me over time has not just been food, but food combined with breath, movement, and sounding or singing. But today we're going to keep it simple. We're going to focus on the food side of things. And before we get into it, I would love to hear from you. If you could introduce yourself with your name and how you feel about cooking for yourself. So you can unmute yourself because you're still at the laptop.
I am unmuted. What would you like to know?
What your name is, because we all don't know you, of course.
Okay, Mervyn Velden.
How do you feel about cooking for yourself?
Very basic cooks, not chefs, very basic cooks.
Actually, I wouldn't even classify ourselves as cooks. We're very poor cooks.
Sure, but I mean, you know, everyone has to eat every day. So how do you feel about it? Is it a bit of a chore? Do you look forward to whipping up something at the end of the day? Do you have your favorites? Do you want to learn more? You know?
I look forward to cooking every night, but I'm not a good cook.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so you'll be adding something new to your repertoire tonight. And
yes.
We'll check in with you later how it all went. Okay, thank you.
Hi, I'm Michael Stone. I'm in Sydney and I really enjoy cooking. I love cooking. I am frustrated that I don't have the time to cook that often. But when I do, I really enjoy it. I enjoy cooking foreign cuisine, meals that I've not tried before. I get really disappointed when they don't work out, but they usually work out 3/4 of the time, which is good enough for me. And what else? Yeah, that's about it.
That's it. Excellent. Well, I used to cook for you back in the days in Sydney, so I'm excited that we can cook together. It's like a dream come true. So let's get right into it. We can talk more later and throughout if necessary. Okay, so you've got all your ingredients ready to go, right? And you've washed your vegetables, is that right? Yeah, we're good. Okay, so let's get a big bowl and a grater, a chopping board and your cauliflower. Now, you can chop off that bit of the cauliflower. If you bought an organic one and it's got nice fresh leaves, you can keep some of these nice leaves, and we're going to add them too. Now my outer leaves are not amazing. I'm going to get rid of those. There we go. Now, if there's a few left on there, you know, don't worry about it. You cut it in half and then into quarters. So you've got 4 quarters, and you're going to grate it like you would a carrot or a zucchini, which is not something people often do, grate a cauliflower. Oh yeah, you need a good grater. You've got, yeah, you were good. Excellent. It helps to have a bigger one, but if you've only got a small one, that'll do. Excellent. Oh, you both have the same grater. There you go. Gosh, this is going to be interesting with 15 people. I think I'll need an assistant to like keep watch on everyone, that no one's losing any fingers or anything like that. And at the end of the piece, just chuck it in, because even if there's a slightly larger piece of cauliflower, it so doesn't matter. It'll fry up nicely in the fritter. And we're going to do the whole batch, right? Because they're so awesome to have in the freezer. What I do is I take them out of the freezer and I plonk them in my toaster. Don't tell anyone. And then I get them out with some chopsticks because it's hard to get them out. And then I've got a meal ready to go with some salad. Merv, I can see your assistance is really fabulous. Yeah, yeah, you're sweating over there. So you can, the thing is, it will jump a little bit all over the kitchen. I don't know if you're having that experience, but little pieces fly here and there. That's normal. You might want to put your grater in here. Oh yeah, grate the core as well, for sure. Yeah, yeah, chuck in the core. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Merv. Is that a little bit better? Is that easier? Because you can, you know, yeah, sweet. I can't see what Michael's doing, but he looks like he's grating away, so that's a good thing. Very good. If the stalk is like a little bit too, Michael, you're muted in case you're talking to us. Oh no, you're talking to someone else. Okay, don't worry. I can see a little head there. Okay. If the stalk is like really, really rough, then you don't have to grate it. Yeah, I mean, keep going if you can. But if the core of the cauliflower is like super fibrous, then, you know, you can get rid of it. Aha! Hello. Hey. Oh, lovely. That's who you're cooking for today.
Jara is his name, and he's asking to say hi to Merv, because Merv is one of his Richmond Tigers heroes.
Hey, Jara, how you doing, buddy?
Hi,
Are you helping in the kitchen?
just got home.
Good on you. Where'd you get home from?
Tennis.
Good on you. Well done. Now, this is me cooking. You won't see this too often.
Who's helping you?
My wife. Do you remember Val? You've met Val?
Yeah.
There she is.
Hi.
Hi.
Did you guys meet in person or did you meet on Zoom?
No. We've met in person before.
Ah, that's special.
We've got 2 people using the one grater. What could go wrong?
How is everyone going? I can see Michael still has a piece there. I don't know how you're going, Merv, with your 4 pieces.
Oh, you've got this nailed.
I've got another 1.5 to go.
Okay. You're doing
Hurry
good.
up.
Keep going. Yeah.
Go, Michael.
It's
Come
really,
on.
it's really good for those muscles over here on the side. I don't know what they're called. Maybe you know from yoga.
Man muscles.
Yeah.
Man muscles.
Right. You can change the side as well.
We got it. We're done.
You're done.
Brilliant.
Okay. Now, when you're done, you can get your chickpea flour.
Chickpea flour. So any sort of flour. Just any sort of.
Monique, how come Merv has a special helper and I don't?
Yeah, come on, Monique. Lift your game. Is Monique drinking already? Has she started?
Yeah, she's hit the bottle.
Hello,
Hey,
there's
River.
someone else in Michael's kitchen. Hello, little one.
That's River.
River?
Yes.
Ah, that's lovely. Hello, River. Do you know what, River? I live with a 10-year-old boy, and he's also called River.
Wow.
Yeah, that's funny.
We'll
A
make it
river in Australia and a river in England.
Can I say hi to your 10-year-old?
Sorry?
He wants to say hi to the other River.
Oh, but you know what? River is not feeling well. He's at his mum's, and he's in bed. Yeah, because it's getting colder here. It's autumn, and you know people are getting sniffles and things.
She's in England, halfway across the world.
And it's autumn, and you guys have spring. Oh, hello, Monique. I can see
Hi, how are you?
the autumn half.
Yeah.
What?
I can
Hi.
see the autumn half.
Oh, the bottom half. Hi. Oh, hi. Hi.
Hi.
Oh,
Oh
good.
my. Oh, hi, Merv. How bizarre. Oh my goodness. I can't believe you're over there and we're here and
That's all.
It's like a family cooking party. So, are you ready? Do you have your cauliflower all grated wonderfully in your bowl? Excellent. Get your chickpea flour. I have a German one here. It's called Kichererbsenmehl, but in England it's also called gram flour, and in Australia it's called besan flour or a chickpea flour. So same. And you add 1.5 cups of this good stuff. Did you
1.5
actually find some, Monique?
yeah, I went to an Indian grocery store.
Woohoo!
That was like fun.
Okay. I'm sorry it's a pain to get, but it's really the most
Fine.
flour in the burgers because it's kind of like an egg replacement and it has this nice flavor, not just like flour, but it actually has like a flavor of the chickpeas, obviously.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
So,
I
what?
think you've used that before.
Sorry?
I think you've made something with it with us before.
Oh yeah, always. I always make fritters.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
We've run out. Since we've seen you last, we've run out.
Oh my God. I'm so glad you got some. You can make this regularly. Okay. Do you have cup measurers? So 1.5 cups of chickpea flour.
Yep. Done.
See Merv cooking. I want to see how he
Done.
is
Done.
doing it. Okay. His wife's doing it.
I'm telling my wife what to do.
Tablespoons, and then you add 2 tablespoons of chia seeds.
Chia seeds. Do you have chia seeds? Quick, 2 tablespoons or 1 tablespoon chia seeds.
Oh, Chief,
When will you be done?
I'll make
So we're talking
How
about
many
now.
chia seeds, sorry?
Chia seeds. 2 tablespoons.
Okay.
We'll see you in half an hour.
Oh no, she added the whole tub of chia seeds.
No.
I'm just having a junk food. We're going to have some proper food. So Michael, should I just order them food? Because I can't be here, I guess.
Sure.
You're here.
Yep.
Yes.
And then the next thing is turmeric.
Turmeric?
Oh, turmeric.
We got turmeric. Hang on. We're surprising ourselves by how much stuff we have actually got here.
Ooh, there you go. And you know, if you wouldn't have turmeric, you could add anything, Mexican spice rub or whatever.
That's it.
Yay, turmeric. How do you guys pronounce turmeric? Do you say turmeric or turmeric or turmeric?
I say orange stuff.
Orange stuff.
Yeah. How much?
Half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon of turmeric.
Is that half a teaspoon?
Half a teaspoon. And then However, 1 tablespoon of sweet paprika, if you have.
Or something close. On what turmeric?
Whoa, okay. I just added a little bit more of sweet paprika. Make sure it's not the spicy or the smoked paprika because that's a little bit intense.
Sorry, how much paprika?
1 tablespoon. Okay, so I say paprika, Michael says paprika. I like it. This is good.
We're putting curry powder in ours.
I like it.
There you go. She likes it. Let's do it.
Yeah, because you know what? The next thing is a bit of cayenne pepper or chili powder. So if you're adding your curry, you probably have it in there already.
She said yeah.
A sprinkle of cayenne pepper or chili powder, or if you have children, you might want to leave it out.
Pepper or chili powder?
Yeah? Okay. And then about a teaspoon of salt. But, you know, be generous with your teaspoon. Because, I don't know about you, my cauliflower was quite large. So maybe 1.5. If you have a screwer, then you have no idea how much you're adding, but that's okay. I would just keep screwing, Michael. I think it needs a good amount of salt because cauliflower is a bit bland without salt. Ooh, oh, you got the flakes. Nice. Okay, we've got Merv's wife. What's your name? I'm sorry, I lost it earlier.
Velda.
Melva.
Velda.
Velva.
Velda.
Velva. No.
Velda.
Velva, you're doing a wonderful assisting job there. She's doing all the hard work, doing all the pepper grinding and the salt
Doing
grinding.
exactly what she's told. It's great.
That's fabulous. Well, hello, River. And so pepper is the next. A good amount of pepper as well. So a little bit more grinding action there.
I like the curry. Curry.
And half a teaspoon of bicarb.
Bicarb soda.
Bicarb soda. Yep, perfect, Michael. Yeah. And then you mix it all up really, really well. We're gonna just mix the dry stuff first before adding the milk so that we can make sure there's a bit of chili and curry powder or whatever spice you used everywhere in your fritter.
Are we using eggs?
No, so instead of the eggs, so my food happens to be vegan. I'm not actually 100% vegan myself, but the chickpea flour and the chia seeds work as an egg replacement.
Oh, okay, or I could put an egg in.
No, don't bother with the egg because you've got plenty of protein in there. Ah, the almond milk looks good.
Almond milk is good. There you go.
Yeah. So that's next. So we're gonna add 1 cup of, in the recipe it says rice milk. I actually happen to have oat milk. Merv and Velva have almond milk. What do you have, Michael? Soy milk. I'm reading your lips now.
Yeah.
That's good.
How much milk?
If I can unmute you, but you might hear screaming kids in the background.
Oh, I see. Okay. You're adding 1 cup of milk. And
We've
then
got,
mixing it all nice.
Should we use soy milk or oat milk, or does it not matter?
It doesn't matter, whatever you prefer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 cup, did you say?
1 cup. Yes. Pay attention the first time, Michael Stone.
I'm not used to doing things so quickly.
I think it's the kids. The kids are starving. They're annoying him.
And I'm just joking, don't worry, I'm being silly. I've made these 1,000 times before, so I'm totally loving that you're all joining me today.
Okay, so we've added the milk. Keep
And then
stirring
if
it.
you mix it, it's gonna look hopefully exactly like mine, nice and sludgy and just right. Oh yeah, that looks interesting.
Perfect. Perfect.
Perfect. So it's not dry and it's not wet. So it's this nice kind of like squishy situation. Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
That's amazing.
I just need to sneeze.
Maybe you're good at this.
Maybe. No, I don't.
Oh, I don't think so, no.
Oh, you know what? I totally forgot. Oh my gosh. You've got your parsley and your onions.
Parsley and onion.
Parsley and onions. Half a cup of spring onions, which is about 4 stalks, and about half a bunch of parsley. And you're going to chop that up and add that to your sludgy, lovely mixture. So you need a little knife and a chopping board. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. I can see the greens coming out there. Yeah, so you can just take the, oh, that's a big bunch of parsley. Great. You can have that and then just, yeah, just chop it all up. You can add some of the stalks as well.
Oh, look, just like this. Huh? This is amazing. Oh, nice. Cook it up.
So once you've chopped up the onions, just chuck them all in there, all the green bits and the white bits. And from the parsley, I'm going to add my stalks as well because it's from my garden. So I'm just chopping it up finely. Now, unfortunately, we can't go into detail about how to use a knife to chop quickly and efficiently, but I'm just going to leave you to do it how you would normally chop up parsley. Michael, any question?
Is that because of OH&S?
Maybe. Do you think it should be?
Yeah, it could be a bit dangerous if you're not actually there in person.
Because look, I'm right-handed. If I use my left hand, it's really tricky, and I just think it's quite dangerous to go into that. That's a whole lesson in itself. I have lots of tips on how to do that, but it's too fast. Yeah. So add your parsley and then mix it all through nicely. And so the thing with the chia seeds is they absorb the liquid and they plump up and they become the egg replacement. So once we've mixed all of this, we're going to let it sit for a few minutes while we make the green goddess tahini sauce. Make sure you distribute the onions nicely so that every little fritter has a little bit of onion and a little bit of parsley. And then you can just put that aside while we make the sauce. Excuse me while I just blow my nose. It's that change of season. Goodness me. You too, Merv. Do you have allergies?
Me?
Yeah?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, good. I'm glad. That is a pain. Okay, so they're the burgers, and they are going to be sitting now and plumping up a little bit. So we're going to fry them in about 20 minutes. So I'm going to go to the next page of the sauce. Are we all good? Has Michael mixed his mixture and it's sitting? Merv has? Oh no, he's still doing the onion.
It's okay.
Yeah,
We've got the onions.
You can go ahead if you want.
What did you say, Michael?
If I want it to be child friendly, should I maybe just add 1 onion?
Yeah. Sure. I mean, it's so nice because you're frying them and you're like frying them. So they're different to raw, but you know your children better than me.
Well, my wife only likes onions if they're cooked, so we're actually cooking ours as well.
Cook the onions up.
Oh, you're frying them first, Val.
Yeah.
Oh, first, okay. Yeah, fair enough. That's
That's a good idea.
that'll give it a whole nother flavor, really. It'll be more, yeah, smoky. Great. Murph, you can get your tahini because you have to give it a really good stir.
Jarrah,
You don't have to make tahini because it usually sits down the bottom. I don't know if you have any tahini.
No, we don't.
Okay. So you're just gonna watch us make the sauce.
I'm just gonna do that sauce.
No, that's all right. That's okay.
Okay. Oh, it's so quiet all of a sudden. So peaceful.
we turned the stoves off.
It's so nice to see all that life in the kitchen there. It's fabulous. Now, you don't have to fry them yet, Michael. We're just putting them aside, right? Yeah, we're just putting the mixture aside. Oh, the onion. Oh, no, I've put the onion raw in there.
We're cooking our onions, so then we'll put them in.
Yeah, that was only, yeah, they're special. You can put the onion raw in the mixture because we're going to fry them really well, so don't worry.
That's all right. She said we're going to fry them a little bit.
That's gourmet level. That's gourmet level. That's advanced. This is like the first class. So you can just set them. Yeah, okay. He's chopping up the onion. Great. So we're going to collect, I suppose Monique has bought some tahini and some lemons. Rev, you must make this one day. It's such a delicious dip. But where's the onion? Lemon, garlic. And more parsley.
Actually made a special sauce.
There you go, and salt and water. So this is going to be interesting when there's about 15 people and some people are lagging behind and some are like really fast. So how to deal with that, that's interesting. I think it's good to give some space and time for people to catch up.
Okay, so I'm just mixing in the parsley and onion now, and then I'll put it to the side
Awesome.
to hydrate, and then we'll get the tahini and the lemon, and what else?
And the garlic and the parsley and the salt and the apple cider vinegar.
Okay. Thanks, Viv.
Now, we need some container to blend it all up in. Now, I usually use, you can use any old blender. In worst cases, you don't need a blender at all, but then the parsley obviously doesn't get mixed up. Do you have one of these, Michael? Sweet. Okay, so in that case, if you didn't lose it yet, this comes with it, and it's really handy for mixing the sauces in.
Yes, that's exactly what we'll have. Yes, yes, yes. So this is the sauce that you're making now?
Yes, we're making the sauce now for these burgers. It goes so
Okay.
nicely together.
Okay. We have a ready-made sauce.
Have you?
Yeah.
Gosh, you're just what do you call them? The A-class student. You're way ahead.
No, we didn't bother to go out and buy all the stuff. So we're just utilizing what we have here, that's all. But we've got something really nice to put on them.
I know, I'm joking. That's great. Awesome. Awesome. Okay,
Sorry, I just need quantities again, Karen, sorry.
Yes, so, okay, let's start. I was just collecting the ingredients. Let's start with half a cup of hulled tahini. And your tahini is obviously going to be mixed nicely because you don't just want to use the dark sediment down the bottom or the oily bit on top. So you give it a good little mix. And you measure half a cup.
Making sauce.
Now, I don't expect you to have one of these, but it helps to have a form of a spatula in order to get all that sticky goodness out of there. Okay, and then you add the tahini into your container and you follow up with half a cup of water. So just in the same cup. Oh good, Velva has the onions all fried up and ready. Did you get that, Michael? Followed up with half a cup of water. So half a cup of tahini and half a cup of water. Okay, cool. Excellent. And then the next thing is a whole quarter cup of lemon juice. So if you get your little quarter cup measurer there.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it.
So if Velva wants to get the frying pan ready, she can. We're going to fry some burgers while we make the raw chocolate.
I'll put a bit of water in it.
Oh, some oats, nice. I like it. Bit of fiber, complex carbs. Okay, and then you add your roughly quarter cup of lemon juice.
You could if you want. Do they cook? Do they cook?
You're chuckling away over there. That's nice. Michael, have you done your lemon juice yet? I can't quite tell. No, not yet. Okay, he's getting into it now. Very good. And then we need a little bit more parsley and a clove of garlic.
Houston, we have a problem.
What?
I just realized I used the 3/4 cup measurement for the tahini and the water.
Ooh, okay, that's fine. In that case, just add a little bit more than quarter cup of lemon juice and 2 cloves of garlic and a little bit more salt.
You had one job to do.
There's always a way through this. Don't you worry. The only thing is you're going to have to squeeze your lemons a bit more because 1 lemon was about quarter cup, so you probably need a little bit more than 1 lemon. And about half, so yeah, salt to taste. And you know, it says half a bunch of parsley. I have a very small bunch, and I think your half bunch, Michael, it looked so massive, it's going to be plenty of parsley. You know, you can overdo it with these grain sauces. Okay, they're getting more lemon action happening. That's good. Okay. And also we're adding some apple cider vinegar, yeah? So don't forget that one too. I might just wait for you to catch up with that. What have you two got for your
We have sauerkraut and mustard.
Ooh, nice. I didn't know there's such a thing.
As what? Sauerkraut?
I've never, oh, okay. Yeah, right. Nice. Good. I also like just plain mustard. Mustard's good. I added the salt, yes. I wish I could like have a little thing to zoom in there.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Really interesting.
Okay, so you've got your 1/4 cup of lemon juice and apple cider. So I'm adding 1 tablespoon, but you might want to add 1 and a bit, but not 2. And obviously you're going to have to taste it and see what you like. You might want to add more garlic or whatnot. And then we're going to blend it all up. I'm going to go ahead and blend away. Oh my God. Yeah, don't do that. Don't lift it too high while you're blending. Otherwise you'll get a tahini shower, right? Yep. Don't do what the teacher's doing. Now the thing, a little tip here is it might seem a bit too liquid at first, but if you just keep blending it and you let it sit, especially in the fridge for a few hours or till tomorrow, it thickens a little bit, so don't worry.
Yeah, it can be.
Oh, Monique's just telling me where the avocados are.
Okay.
Avocados?
Do we need avocados? I don't need avocados.
I didn't know we needed avocados.
Where's avocados in the menu?
Oh, no, I think I must have seen it on one of the recipes.
Oh, you know what? The green goddess tahini dip is on the page of another recipe called avocado zucchini dill dip.
You had one job to do, man.
Page what?
Page 191.
Okay.
Okay, I'm happy with that.
Do you need something, Monique?
So you can put that aside and just put it in the fridge for now. I don't know about you, but I like to do this. I let it stand in a little ceramican, the blender, and it just collects down the bottom, so you don't have to like lick it all off right now. Okay. All right. Before we get into the chocolate, let's just move a few items.
Continue without me. I've had a little emergency with the kids. I'll be right back.
No worries. We're just going to take the opportunity. I'm just going to wipe my surface. Well, we might as well start frying the burgers, because frying a burger is something that Michael, already knows how to do, but we can get started on that. Has Velva heated up a frying pan already?
Yes, the frying pan's ready to go.
Awesome. Okay, well, let's get our mixture and let's wet our hands. If you wet your hands, then the mixture doesn't stick on it quite as much, right? And you can get your, actually, sorry, you might have to dry your hands again. You need some coconut oil in your pan. A little bit of coconut oil in the pan, or whatever oil you want to use.
Done?
I'm using coconut oil because it has a high smoke point, and it's supposed to be better for frying than olive oil.
So what's interesting there is your frying pan is right behind that pole, so we can't see it.
Yes, that's right.
Just a point. Oh, okay, cool, nice.
But
Or can you bring the frying pan this side of the pole now that you've finished your chopping?
Okay, I so will. That's so much better. So we can
There
read.
you go.
That's
And get your big bowl out the way.
here. We
Should
need
I-
that big bowl now. We're gonna wet our
Nice.
hands. And everyone likes making different size burgers in different shapes. Now I have a preference. I like to grab a good amount here and first press it into a ball and not too much of it, like that. And then I like to do this, but you know, you can make it whatever shape you like. I think little is more, so you can eat more little ones and not just one massive one. So you gotta shape quite a few here. Alternatively, the other thing you can do is you don't have to shape them with your hands. You can just use an ice cream scoop and just scoop ladles of it into the pan, which works just fine too. Do you have an ice cream scooper?
No.
Okay,
So I'm using my hands.
perfect. Hands are better than ice cream scoopers.
Could you put sultanas in them?
I don't know. I think if you have curry in it, then it would be pretty cool.
Say again.
I think if you have curry inside your fritters, then sultanas and curry works well.
They do. Grab some sultanas. We'll put some sultanas in some of them.
But you know what? I have never put sultanas in mine.
That's because you've never cooked with us.
No.
Kids like sultanas.
Very good.
Oh, that's enough. Yeah, that's cool. She said very good.
I like that. One for the bowl, one for me. A little bit more for the bowl, another one for me. I saw that. I'm watching. Okay. And you don't want to like,
Sorry, I'm back.
you're back. Don't worry. It's all good. We've only started frying the burgers. So
We've just eaten ours. They're delicious.
if you want to get your frying pan
Yep,
and put
frying pan.
put some coconut oil in there, chuck it on a high heat for a few moments and then turn it down to a more medium heat.
Do you ever cook with sesame oil? I heard today that that's a really good oil to cook with.
Yes, but as far as I know, only if it's not raw sesame oil. So it has to be like a special sesame oil. Because if it's raw, like cold, not raw, cold pressed, then it's a shame. Then it doesn't have the structure for the frying. Ooh, look, she's lovely. Nice.
There we go.
Hey.
Yeah, and they're nice.
We have some more coming.
Yeah.
Oh, she's already tried some. Awesome. So, Michael, I've made them quite small. Michael, do you have an ice cream scooper?
I'm not sure. I'll have a look. How
Okay.
much oil do you want?
Okay, about 2 tablespoons or so.
Okay.
So have it.
Jared, you want to help me? Jared, you want to help me cook?
Oh, he's gone.
Okay.
So Michael, you can make them whatever size you like, but I would recommend making more small ones like this. So I've got, they're not massive. They're not as tiny as falafels, like something in between, because they're really yummy, all the crunchy bits around it.
And you've made them quite thick, like tall.
Well, I made them thick, but no, it doesn't matter. You can, you can press them down a bit with your spatula later. So we're going to do a little bit of multitasking while they're frying. We're going to make the raw chocolate at the same time. So I'm going to make sure your fritters don't burn, but you have to turn them down from the high heat to a more kind of medium to lower-ish heat. So because we really want the cauliflower to like cook inside. We don't just want to like sear them like a steak and eat them, because the inside really wants to cook well. So I've turned it down to a lower heat, and I'm just going to leave them on there. In fact, mine have been on one side for a while. I'm going to flip them and then leave them to do their thing for a bit. And then if you want to get ready with your next step, you need a pot with a little bit of water in it and a bowl on top. It doesn't have to be a stainless steel bowl. It can be a simple soup bowl, whatever fits in there and doesn't fall in. And we're going to put our chocolate ingredients in there. Don't worry, Michael, it's going to be okay. I saw that look.
I might give the dessert a miss, because today I was told just to give cacao and maple syrup a miss for a few weeks.
Okay.
Why?
Why? Because I had a really amazing shiatsu session, and there's just a few organs that need, to come back into balance.
Okay. The other thing I was going to suggest, if you make the chocolate sauce, I'm happy we can just keep it shorter today as well. But if you make the chocolate sauce, you can keep it in just a glass jar, and it's going to go hard. And then if you want to use it in the future, you just plonk it in a pot with water and you melt it. And it's like instant chocolate sauce for ice cream or fruit or whatever. So it's pretty cool to have in your fridge.
You're killing me.
You can also plonk it in these kind of things and have them in the freezer for months.
Oh,
Just
man.
saying. Just saying.
Just teasing.
But should we just leave out the chocolate today then? Or would you like to watch me make it? Or are you guys
Don't let me ruin Merv's evening. Val, do you want chocolate?
No, we haven't got any.
Do you want to do it, or are you okay to miss it?
No, we've missed it. We've started eating ours.
Bon appetit.
No chocolate.
Dessert? No, we don't have dessert.
No, you guys never have dessert.
He has ice creams. I don't have anything.
Chocolate
make-
sauce for ice creams is not a bad thing, but I hear you. Well, you've got the recipe, and if you want to make it at any point, you've got the tips that it doesn't have to be an actual heart-shaped chocolate. You can just keep it in a jar and then just put it on everything. So,
Ooh, looks amazing. Sorry, with this, do I turn the heat down before I put them in?
I think so. Once the oil is melted, you can turn it down a little bit and then chuck them in and see how hot the sizzle is. Let's just keep an eye on that for a moment. Ooh, yeah, you can turn that right down if it's so hot. Yeah. So in the recipe, it does say, to make sure roughly 5 minutes on each side. So that's a whole lot longer than you would do like a meat burger or something like that. Because I personally, I don't know about you, but I digest cauliflower better when it's like thoroughly cooked. Yeah. So another thing, so my burgers here, they look nice and fried, but they've soaked up all the oil. And I'm going to add some more oil because they're so much better with that, just that little bit of extra crunch.
Oh, that's a point.
Can't eat anymore.
So, Velva, what flour did you guys use? Did you use like regular flour, or did you actually have chickpea? Oh,
We had chia seeds and just plain flour.
plain flour. Cool. And it worked fine.
Yeah, they're delicious.
Yeah, cool.
I've got a silly question.
Oats.
And oats.
Sorry?
Was the parsley for the cauliflower burgers or for the dip?
For both.
Okay, great.
Yeah. For both.
So after I blend the tahini, water, and lemon juice, do I then add the garlic and parsley?
Oh no, you add it all together and then blend it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Just add it all together. It's nice and simple, nothing complicated there. Just throw it all in and blend away.
Gotcha.
Then it looks a little bit, ooh, I don't know if you can see that. It's a little bit green, not really. You've got more parsley. I only had a little bit. And so it's a nice, and the garlic is all mixed through.
Okay.
Oh, and it smells so good. It's like a real Middle Eastern, delicious.
I love your enthusiasm. That's really important.
Ah, good. I definitely feel enthusiastic. Yes, you're right. Excellent. But I think like less is more. So obviously to make these fritters, I have a little introduction. I mean, we had a little delay in the beginning. That's already about an hour. And then for people to juggle to make the chocolate, they kind of have to clean up a little bit their bench space.
No.
And then get the chocolate stuff ready, which is easy for me, but I don't know how easy it is for the client.
Yeah.
What do you reckon about the timing, Merv?
I'm busy eating. I'll be right back. Hang on.
I like the idea of adding sauerkraut to the fritters, like also a little bit on top.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
We just like sauerkraut.
Yeah, I love sauerkraut, or some gherkins or something.
Mm.
And also, the placement of the camera is tricky because now I can see more the top part of Velva and Merv. Michael's is pretty good there.
Yep.
So it's going to be a trial and error. Aha. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a nice frying pan you have, Velva. That's a turquoise, like stainless steel one. No, not stainless steel, sorry, cast iron.
They don't look as good.
What?
What happened to them?
Me or Merv?
They've been moved.
Mm.
Yeah, but you know,
Who has the nice fry pan, me or Merv?
well, both of you really. I was eyeing Merv's turquoise one.
Farmers and yummy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they don't have to be perfect shapes, see? They can be all quirky. They can be thrown into the pan like that. So, you know, don't worry.
Well, really, I like to try something.
I'm going to right now.
Why isn't that
All
sauerkraut?
right, I'll try one without.
Very nice.
Of course, it's nice to have a little fresh salad to go with them. So either the pickles or some greens. Okay, so you've got a bit of frying to do. When we're going to say goodbye in a minute, and then you're going to have to finish the frying yourself. Otherwise, we're going to be on Zoom together for at least another hour. Because, you know, like you, I have a big bowl, so I'm going to do that by myself. But I just wanted to show you what at least my burgers look like here. And I hope I saw those look similar. So have a look here.
Mm.
Looks good. Nice. And you've got the curry in there. I want to try that. I've not tried it.
Curry, divine.
And you put some bananas in there. So, Michael, you were going to say something?
Oh, no, I just thought it was a good tip with the curry.
Yeah, or just any other spice. It could be like another kind of spice mixture. So, so that worked out quite well, the fritters. Do you think that's an okay recipe for new clients?
Yep, I do. Merv?
Yep.
Mm. My darling wife just said the sauce might have been a little bit too much and a bit fiddly.
And we haven't got a whiz stick.
Right.
I'm just wondering how many people.
Yeah, we don't have one.
I'm wondering how many people would have one, or
We've got a bullet. A bullet.
Yeah, that will work. A bullet works. works, a blender works, a smoothie machine works. All of those things work.
Mm.
Yeah,
One of these.
perfect.
That would be nice.
But, you know, good point. I'm thinking to make a sauce that does not require a blender. So one could squeeze the garlic, chop the parsley finely, and you could just do it in a bowl. That actually, I would give the option.
And just whisk it. Something really simple.
Yeah. But the burgers, I mean, it's not super easy, but it's okay, isn't it? It's like, it feels good to make them.
Yep, I think it's a good recipe.
It's like a little challenging, but it's not like crazy. Oh yeah, great.
But we don't have
A good old whisk. Yeah. And so maybe the chocolates are too advanced. You know, I put the chocolate sauce in there because I wanted to give you a dessert as well. And I was thinking like bliss balls are great, but you need a flippin' blender for bliss balls. So and I thought the chocolate sauce is kind of easy because all you do is you chuck it in here, you blend it. I mean, you melt it and that's it, really. So I'm not sure. Do you think it's enough only to do burgers and a dip in one class?
Yeah, you bet.
Yep.
Cool. Got it.
Coach, you only had 2 of us on there. If you're going to have 10 people,
I know.
there's going to be so much going on.
It'll be so much fun.
There'll be lots of laughter and mistakes and people dropping things and, you know.
Yeah.
So I think having extra time is better than rushing.
Yeah. I just thought it would sound a bit cheap to not offer a dessert. That's how my brain works. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm doing a cooking class and I'm only doing burgers and a dip. Like, what about my dessert? But maybe it's fine.
Yeah.
You've not done a cooking class like this before?
Have I?
Have you done one of these before?
Yeah, I cook with someone every single week in Canberra, and we cook my recipes from my book at the same time. So I've got a bit of practice since lockdown. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. And that works wonders. It works really, really well. And we both learn a lot from each other, in fact. Yeah. But yeah, it's really amazing to see. We've cooked every week and he's starting to think ahead. So before we start, he's already roasting his walnuts and already getting into it. So I think this works very well.
really nice, like a sweet. Mm. Kids would eat these.
Mm.
Because you got, I can't eat anymore.
No
I'm
problem.
done.
I mean, the other thing we could make is something like a quinoa salad with some roasted pumpkin, with some spices and avocado and coriander, you know, like whip up like a nice bowl or whatever you call it.
Yeah, that would also work. But the veggies would have to be roasted, obviously, beforehand, right?
Well, we could start with them, put them in the hot oven, and then they take about 40 minutes, and you can add them at the end. Once, once you've roasted some nuts, once you've fried some tofu, you can whack it all together. I like these.
What temperature do you use when you roast veggies?
It really depends on the oven, seriously, but I would say like from 180 to 200. Yeah. So if it was for a class, I would say 200 or even 220, and to kind of give them a good little sizzle, you know? Okay. So thank you all. I'm going to have a think about exactly what recipes and exactly what they require. I mean, I've got some ideas, and you're sure about the no dessert is okay. It's just about managing one recipe altogether is plenty.
Oh yeah, you can do it. You can do a dessert, another one just on dessert, making a dessert.
Yes, I love it.
Unless you had,
So relieved. I feel so relieved. I was like, I have to squeeze it all in there and get everyone to do it. It's like, it's too much.
No.
unless we have 90 minutes.
Yeah.
That would be
No,
different.
I think it's too much for people. Like, I can already tell, like, there's a big mess. I can see there's a mess in your kitchen, Michael, you know? Like, it's plenty, you know? Like, maybe we just, yeah, and maybe if people say, oh, it
Yeah.
was so quick and easy, why don't we also do a dessert? Then we could do it.
Yeah, I think another important thing is to make sure that they're actually cooked and we all eat them and share the food together.
That's a really beautiful idea.
'Cause
Yeah, true.
that's the big finale, because Michael's still waiting. Oh, granted, he had to go away, but I'm eating them now. That they are just absolutely delicious.
They're good, huh?
That's a really good point. Really good
That's a
point.
really beautiful point. And then we can just like sit down and taste them, and people can just say what they think about it.
Totally.
My wife wants to know what the serving size is because I'm under my 15th one.
Yeah,
So when I fry them fresh, I eat a lot of them fresh. There's like a strange thing about it. When they're fresh, I can eat like at least 7. But when they're from the freezer, I defrost like 3 or 4, and it's okay.
Yeah.
But there's something about when they're fresh, it's just like, oh, so Moorish. So you're going to try yours soon, Michael?
Absolutely. I think they're going to be ready in like 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
And I think Lisa would benefit from having a look at this as well. So if you could flick the recording onto her.
Yeah. Okay.
She wasn't able to join us because she had another commitment tonight. But
yeah, she did say, and good thing we didn't say anything about her because it's recorded, so we're good.
exactly.
Okay,
And it's a good thing I didn't call her by her nickname that Merv always called her.
So thank you too for this opportunity to test it, because I wanted, like you, I wanted to be just right for everyone. So if, I don't know, Merv, if you can send me, if you know what this yoga teacher used, or I'm going to have a play with my man here and see what works best.
Yeah, it's really important that we hear and you boom across all of us. So as long as you keep talking, and as Michael said, you're very enthusiastic, which is important. And as long as you keep talking, you will hold the space.
Yeah.
But others with noise in the background, they'll actually come over the top of you. So really, really important, especially for someone who's back from the camera, to have something that really takes pride and place.
and what about?
Totally.
And the speaker view, it can be good watching you, but it can also be good fun watching the other people.
Yeah.
Which is, but they're little.
Yes,
Oh, that's right.
I have gallery view, so I can see all of us the same.
Yeah.
But the people at the other end should select speaker view, so they just see you.
Ah, so how do I do that?
Top right-hand corner.
Gallery view. Oh, wow. Okay, that would be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're muted, you won't hear anyone else. And you can actually you've got a choice of getting rid of everyone else if you want it complete. But because there's only 3 of you, I left the little screen on. But yeah, if you can get all your students having the speaker view, you take up the whole screen.
Yeah. And I'll just talk and everyone just shuts up and does everything I say. It sounds fantastic. No, that's great. And I do hope that, however, when people have questions, they can put up their hand and I can unmute them or something like that, because...
You still see them.
Sorry?
I think you'll find if you had 10 people on the screen, it would be chaos. It's good chaos, but just be mindful that, you know, if all of a sudden you're asking them, what are you doing? Where are you up to? That sort of stuff. Yeah. It'll really take away from your flow.
Yeah.
I think you have to keep going and keep the pace going. And as you said, hold some pauses, some spaces there, just to say, we'll let you catch up now. You know, you should be doing this, this. And then keep it nice and simple. So get rid of the dessert. We've already discussed that. But just you actually had me when you said, let's grate the cauliflower. And you said, nobody ever grates cauliflower, but we're grating cauliflower. We're grating the stalk. And I'm going, that's fantastic. Nobody ever does that. So instantly it was different. Yeah. And then the ingredients, we didn't have something. So we added curry. And then Val said, oh, sultanas go well with curry. So we've got curried cauliflower fritters with sultanas, and they're like a dessert. They're absolutely delicious. I've eaten them all.
He's eaten them all. This is all we've got left.
No, all gone.
Two.
Oh, fantastic.
He's eaten a lot.
So then at the end, to actually have the time where everybody, let's all grab a drink and let's have one of our fritters and let's share the experience.
Mine are done.
Oh, no, eat it. What do they taste like?
Nice.
It's still a bit hot, so I'll tell you tomorrow.
Yeah, I
Okay.
feel like they're quite nice if you let them sit for a minute. Yeah, or you
No.
can just eat them straight
No.
away, of course.
No, eat them straight away.
But also, I noticed when I cook with my client in Australia, I am so much faster and efficient. I'm so used to doing
Oh, sure.
it, and I just often just kind of sit around and kind of like wait for him to catch up. So I
Yeah.
have to just slow down and fill the spaces, maybe also with some information about why we're using chia seeds or chickpea flour and how it
That's
works,
it.
that kind of thing. So
That's
I'll
it.
do more of that.
You need to explain your knowledge.
Yeah.
About, so you explained your expertise at the start. Then,
Yeah.
So why are we actually using chia seeds? We're using chia seeds because,
And also cauliflower. Cauliflower is like an anti-carcinogenic vegetable. It's got so much goodness in it, and it's full of fabulous fiber. So it's like having medicine for dinner. It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
So
No,
things like
Stay
that's
home,
really
yeah.
good information.
Putting it to bed, that's okay.
Other than that.
that. Okay.
You like a little bit of sauce with it? Looks yummy.
And some bread.
No, we don't need bread with it.
I want bread.
No, that's for sandwiches at school.
Mm.
You like some of this yummy sauce, or maybe on the side? Gara's gonna do a big test taste.
You can put them in wraps as well.
I could if there was any left, yeah.
If there was any left.
Okay,
But I'll
Okay.
here we go.
All gone.
Oh God! Oh my gosh!
For me.
The ones with sultanas were so sweet.
I love the sultana and curry. I'm gonna write that down now.
Oh, that went so well.
Wow.
Because when you
So
make a
good.
curry, you put cauliflower in the curry. So
Yeah,
it all goes together.
turmeric. Absolutely,
I
you
love
can
it.
put coriander in them in that case.
Jerry, you don't know what you're missing out on. They're amazing.
So this is what I have them in the freezer, and I just plunk them in the toaster.
Yeah.
And you have to use chopsticks to get them out because they're a bit finicky, or just put them in the grill or in the frying pan, and then you have your complete protein.
Amazing. So good.
Wonderful.
Timing.
Bravo.
And
Okay,
he just got back home. All right. Thank you so much, Karen.
we'll say goodbye, and we'll be in touch via email and everything. And nice to meet you, Velva.
She said, nice to meet you.
Good night, Val.
Take care.
Okay.
See you guys. Thanks
Thank you so
again.
much.
Bye.
See you, bro.
Bon appetit.
Mate.